from Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in Lake Worth, Texas. Welcome in, everybody, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show as we start another week off together and get ready to face what this week brings us. We never know.
I'll be good. I'll be lucky to get through the day. I don't think that far ahead.
Did you have a good weekend, bro?
I don't know.
You don't remember.
I'm not sure. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Good to have everybody
Jesus
with us
Christ,
today. We have an interesting topic that a lot of you answered, and I can't wait to read some of them. Some of them are pretty good.
Well,
If rioters came on your property, what would you do?
Pew, pew, pew.
You'd be surprised at what a lot of them had to say about that same thing.
I'd go John Wayne on the Red River against everybody, I think.
Hey, I want to thank all of our fellow Texans. It was rumored that Black Lives Matter and Antifa were going down to Huntsville, Texas, and try to either pull down or deface the 200-foot tall statue of Sam Houston, who is the father of Texas.
By God.
But I don't know if you saw the videos, but
I didn't see
a lot of Texans went down there, and let's put it this way, they were severely armed.
It's a heavily wooded area, so
so it
sure
was good to see that
Pecker Woods was poking gun barrels out of the trees.
Yeah,
be like going around a damn steel up in Tennessee or something. You know?
Mm-hmm. But what would you do if rioters came on your property? The couple up in Missouri, the rioters kicked down their gate to enter in to this gated community, and some of them were armed. So this guy and his wife went inside. He brought out an AR-15, and she had a what looked like to be a 9mm pistol. Yeah. And drove them off their property.
Well, they've since got all their stuff confiscated, and probably didn't they go to jail over that?
They were going to, but they decided not to arrest them, but they did confiscate their weapons.
Jesus
now,
Christ.
That in itself is going against the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, it is. No formal charges filed. They took their guns for defending their property. It's not like anybody got shot. I mean,
well,
if it happened in a trailer hood where I'm at, somebody had been perforated. And I will rock that bright orange jumpsuit. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get right to the opinions that you sent in to us, everybody. And it was really some good ones that came out. Eddie Dixon said, I think I commented on this before, but we have a strategic plan. We're going to put containers on both ends of the street with concertina wire, and everybody is going to be locked and loaded. You're not welcome.
Well, by God. He'd let us in a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could go in and have coffee with him.
Yeah. He don't have alcohol, so coffee it is. Brett Barker said it wouldn't be good for the visiting team.
That's what I was saying. Some of these are really good. Rudy Torres said he would protect his family and what is mine, them before me or my family.
Absolutely.
And that's just putting it right there in a nutshell.
Saying it like it is. Yeah, thanks for sending that in, Rudy. Skip Starkey said, seeing that we live on a ranch, and that to enter our property, you'd have to deliberately do so. I would wait until you destroyed something, hurt my stock, or threaten my home, and then you'd just drop dead.
Oops.
I live on a ranch like that in a trailer hood. So.
Yeah, there you go. Lisa Ann Harbor said to call the National Guard. I'm praying it doesn't happen, but I'm prepping the medicine cabinet and the pantry. That's a good idea and a plan.
Well, it's a good idea, but I mean, how long is it going to take the National Guard to show up? They banging on your door. I mean, what the hell?
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Lisa, but,
I'd have to drop somebody post haste.
yeah.
Eddie Factor said he would remove the plug from his shotgun.
Bingo.
Pew pew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Paul Myers said, since there are no trespassing signs all around my property, they will have been properly warned. I have a right to protect my family, home, and property with force if need be. I would shoot a warning shot in the air, and if they still insist on coming toward us, hunting season will commence.
You go Elmer Fudd on their ass. Huh?
Yeah, see how many are allergic to lead poisoning.
Old Big Matthew Bannister said one word. AR-15. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I bet he's got them, too.
Yeah, he does.
J.A. Holtz stated, a mob at my front door? I'll go World War II on MFers. And he threw in a picture of a guy with a flamethrower in his hand.
He's shaking bake time. Jennifer Hoopengarner Thomas said she would sit and watch for a second. Peaceful protest, good for you. Screw up one thing or threaten anyone and pow, pow, pow.
Just like you were saying.
I bet she means it too.
Oh, she does. She got a brand new pistol, too.
Oh, yeah.
And lots of clips.
Ain't scared to use them.
That's right. Cody Kane said, shoot to kill, my home and my family first. And I think that reflects just about what everybody in the country, especially Texas.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
I'm
that way. I was raised that way.
Yeah, you start messing with my home and family, look out. It's another story.
Shame on you. All the way from Mississippi, Janie Ward said, as long as they're peaceful and respectful, I'm okay. I'm a proud gun owner with more than enough to take care of my home. I'm an excellent shot with multiple types of guns. I like you.
Well,
Lots of guns. I like that.
It's just like you were saying. If they come on and they're peaceful,
Well, how do you know?
You don't.
They
Not in these days, you
walk
don't.
up smiling at you and tear all your crap up. Just pow, 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 as she stated.
Yeah. Alicia Marie Nielsen said, our guns are always loaded. I guess we're ready.
Alicia, bless her heart, sweetest woman you'd ever want to meet. They live down in Cleveland.
Cleveland, Texas.
Steve Crenshaw territory.
Yeah, kind of east of Conroe.
Yeah, we right off 105. We used to all get together down at Steve and Connie's, and I mean they've got a compound down Cottonwood Road. I mean it's a dirt road, and you go down there looking for anything but happiness, you're in trouble. But we used to all get together, and Steve would hold shop. We'd all go out behind the house and just blow some shit up.
Just for the heck of it.
Hey, go, Uncle Joe, let's go blow some shit up.
Let's shoot some cans.
Yeah. We'll leave that right there.
I ain't going to touch that one.
Terry Allen Montgomery says they had better have a good vest on.
I'm loving these comments.
I got something for a vest, too, back here.
Yeah. Philip Charles Day said he would shoot them and then feed them to the hogs.
And a hog can eat a human body in less than what? 20 minutes or so? 18 minutes?
Less than an hour, yeah.
As long as you be still, you're not wiggling. I mean, I'll give them something to eat. Terrell Lee Hathcock said, that easy, dial. He said it's that easy. Dial 911 and tell the operator that protesters are on your property and they have 5 minutes to send officers before you start shooting. That means they'd probably be there in about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Take your guns.
Big Billy Bryan said, I'd make sure I followed all the legal recourse that comes with a CCL and let Mr. 44 Mag take over.
You ever seen that hog iron he carries in his truck?
It's a pretty good size, yeah.
Got about a barrel about as long as your leg. Frank Edgar says he thinks the key word here is on. Once you come on my property, you're no longer a peaceful protester. You're now a trespasser. I've learned a long time ago about what happens when the enemy manages to get inside your wire. First you are acting life, my friend, then suddenly you have a knife at my throat. Once you're on my property, you're putting me and my property at risk. If you don't respect my property as much as you value your life, why should I value yours? I value my property more than I do your life. I've never been one to worry about anarchists invading my neighborhood until now. I've already begun to prepare to defend my perimeter.
I'll bet he does.
Sound like he had a little military training, a little something
Yep.
under his belt, yeah.
Well, he's a West Texas boy.
By God.
Grew up on a ranch and
He's outside of Snyder, isn't he?
I believe so.
Got a cattle farm
somewhere
outside
out there.
of
His
Snyder.
dad did.
Yeah, you don't mess with them boys.
No. Sean Robert Allgood said he would beat their ass for trespassing.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's big enough
Just
he can
that
do
simple.
it, too. He's a big old boy.
Just that simple.
Oh, Joey Thabeau says, if I'm home alone on the hill, I'm grabbing a little guy and head to the woods. His welfare is more important than things we have. If everyone is at home, I don't really think they'll get too far.
Avoid the confrontation, I guess.
That's right.
But if you...
Don't want any, don't start it.
that's the way I'm looking at it,
Go to my neighbor's house, otherwise you could get shot.
Jerry Williamson said if they are on his property, he would call the police. But trying to enter his house, it's a shoot to kill. So I guess you can mess up my yard, but don't mess up my house.
Right. I hope you step in dog duty way.
Attaboy, Jerry.
And big Bruce Walker up in the Panhandle up there in Amarillo said, just shoot the bastards.
That's just putting it
Plain and
simple.
And Bruce will do it too. He ain't scared.
Mona Leverton Harden commented that considering we have a locked gate at the entrance to our property, they would be met with a few loaded guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like the couple up there in Missouri.
Yeah.
They kicked down the gate to a private gated community.
That would have got them shot right there.
Yeah, and I still didn't figure that out, Missouri officials. I mean, come on. A man and a woman have a right to protect their property. They didn't shoot anybody, and the only reason they got the guns out is because some of these Black Lives Matter group and Antifa
The libtards
were
got
seen
to 'em, yeah.
with guns. Okay? So they went in and got theirs. Hey.
World's going to hell in a handbasket, brother.
Jeez.
Rory Belinda Tatum says she's not going to have any protesters or rioters out here. She's up in Oklahoma, by the way.
Yeah.
They would not survive. And I tell you something about her.
Has she got hogs down there? Belinda.
She got plenty of land. She don't have hogs. She got plenty of places to bury you.
Well, there you go. That was my next assumption. Russell Curlin said he would start with an old-fashioned mooning. If they don't leave, he's got lots of ammo.
That's my cousin, Russell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if your ass is as ugly as your face, that'd be enough to scare him off right there, big boy.
Lord have mercy.
That's right.
Mercy on me.
Love you, by the way, cuz. Kevin Halliburton says he would put on a mask, secretly slip in among them, and break all the stuff I've been wanting to replace anyway.
Well, I guess that's just the way you do it, I guess. If you want that new couch and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just follow the crowd. You can get you a fresh one if you bash your wind out. So.
Yeah. Judge Chris Wood put it in simple language. Kapow!
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably pretty serious about that. He's one of them Tennessee boys. They don't play around. Susan Saunders said, "It's my property. I worked my ass off to get what I have. You want it? The fight is on."
Hey, I feel the same way.
I'll let you square off with her, but I'm scared of her.
Pardon me.
She will body slam you in a heartbeat, that girl.
Sherry Frannick said she would let her pit bull help them decide whether to stay or go.
Should I stay or should I go? I wouldn't even approach that. Mike Mackey said he would defend his family and property. They brought the problem to my doorstep. It'd probably get ugly.
Yeah, and I'm sure it would.
I concur.
Yeah.
Well said, Mike.
Shirley Mills said she would greet them with my gun and tell them to come on in.
She a little red-headed.
Here, chick, 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 chick.
Yeah, here, kitty, kitty.
That's it.
V. Allen Johnson said he would shoot them and figure it was in self-defense.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
Like Pop said, if they don't break in, shoot them and throw them through the front window. Make sure they're going to know.
Anyway, we're reading all these comments, and I think you guys out there listening right now are thinking the same thing as what our listeners are thinking.
Well, I mean,
stop and think about that. What would you do?
Well,
would you freeze?
I'd freeze, all right. When that cop said freeze, I'd drop my gun.
Yeah,
and go, okay.
When the cop says it, yeah.
But I mean, we were raised, and I know you guys were raised the same way, being a brother Texicano. Mm-hmm. I mean, if somebody gets in your space or threatens your family, you have a God-given and constitutional right to blow their ass up. That's what I do.
That's why it's in the Constitution, brother.
And all you libtards out there that go, oh, well, you big man with a gun. Yeah. I had this conversation with an idiot last week from Arkansas. And
Defriended him.
We'd do more than that if he'd peck on my door.
Incidentally, before we go any further, I want to send along our condolences to the family of the 2 McAllen police officers that were ambushed over the weekend.
Yeah.
My God, people, stop this stuff. Stop this nonsense.
Everybody
and you wonder why policemen are on edge.
Everybody wants to get rid of the popos, idiots.
Yeah, you get rid of the police, you're asking for lots of trouble.
Somebody needs to be in charge out on the streets, and God bless them. I mean, I personally thank each and every one of you. I mean,
absolutely,
I do.
Now, are there some cops that maybe swing on the wrong side of the law? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, 98% of the police force get up every day, put their lives on the line for you and for me every single day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And they got a family to come home to. Now, when you are stopped, now listen to me for just a minute. Use some, there's the 2 words again.
Are you fixing to get your
common sense.
Yeah.
Use common sense. If you are pulled over by the police, put your hands on the steering wheel and roll down your window, and then put them on the steering wheel.
Let them see your hands.
Yes, let them see your hands.
Smart,
now, I guarantee if I was a police officer and all this crap going on right now, and they're getting shot at, they're getting killed, they're getting beaten, I guarantee you my hand would be on that pistol and it'd be ready to go.
Mine would be.
So this is your making.
Out of the
not
holster
ours.
pointing at you.
Yeah, this is your making. Now, folks, you get pulled over, be cordial, listen to what they have to say.
Cordial, that's a good word.
Yeah. So if you're going to get radical, get prepared to get shot at. Because if I was a police officer, I'd be doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to pull you over if you're not doing something stupid. I mean, like speeding.
Well, it's like the 2 McAllen police officers that were ambushed.
They were on a call. Yeah.
They got a call from that house
they were set
that
up.
there was a domestic disturbance going on, and as soon as they pulled out of the car, they were ambushed.
Yep. Well, did one or both of them die?
Both of them died.
Wow.
Yeah, both of them died. Johnny Northgood said he would go the legal way first, call the police. If they tried to enter my house or start destroying my property, I would eliminate the threat.
Well said.
J. Mac Wood.
Tommy Parker just said simply, kind of like them Cajun boys, shoot them.
Shoot them.
Shoot them. Treat them like an alligator. Shoot them.
Lisa Ann Harbor said, I think I'll see about buying a new front gate.
Well, you better buy one with an electrical plug on it. That's all you're going to have. Yeah.
Heavy steel gate, electric fence.
Yep.
Heck yeah, I'm in on it.
Brett Coleman says he would ask him to leave politely while being well armed and ready to defend my home and family. Mm-hmm. And I look at it this way: if I have to carry a gun to somebody that I feel is inflicting my privacy or my space, I might as well shoot them, because I'm the kind of guy. If I hold a gun out and go, "You need to leave," they might come back. Better well equipped than I am.
Yeah. Just get it over with.
Trust no enemy.
Just shoot them while you can.
Yes. Shoot them. Shoot them.
Ron Hanway said it very simply. Bang, bang.
Shoot, shoot, bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Well said, Ron.
Guys,
You know, you guys
again, y'all come through.
I love it. I love, you know, and it's pretty much a common thread. You know, everything we've talked about as far as comments. I mean, it's and you have the right to defend what's yours.
That's why I really don't understand
like
the
you.
Missouri couple.
Yeah,
I
you
just
mess
don't
with my kids
understand.
or my property, I'm going to shoot your ass. I don't care what anybody thinks about it, what the law says. I'll take 3 meals a day and a cot, you know, before I let somebody get to my kids or my family or friends or loved ones, whatever, or my home. You know, I have the right to defend that. So.
Which again, I just I was watching the video yesterday of the Sam Houston statue. Man, there were all kinds of people around there, and they were loaded to bear.
I haven't seen that, but you remember when this come up, and I told you 2 weeks ago.
Yes, you did.
The next thing in line is a big statue on 45, but they go down. Go down in them neck of the woods screwing up there. Shame on them.
Well, I'm telling you, every true Texan knows that have Texan blood in them.
Absolutely.
They are not going to stand by and watch Sam Houston get defaced or pulled down.
Well, it took them a long time to get that statue erected. I mean, I wonder about it every time I drive by it. You know, I mean, it's pretty obvious when you're when you're on the road. You know, old Sam's looking over everything. But I agree with you. I mean, you know, you come to Texas screwing up with bad intent, Antifa and BLMers. Guess what? You're slightly outnumbered. I mean, you're slightly below par when it comes to firepower. I mean, we're ready for it.
Did you see what the Chicago mayor came up with? They had 87 shootings during the July 4th weekend.
Oh, they had a
and
lull.
16 was killed, and she said it was a relatively quiet weekend in Chicago.
It's that cornholio virus. It slowed everything down, you know. I mean,
How
what was
stupid
it?
do you get?
Two weekends ago, it was like 127
these
people
Democratic
got killed
Yeah.
in Chicago, where they're
That
not allowed to carry
little
guns.
8-year-old
you know.
girl was shot.
That was a drive-by moronic bull crap, you know.
And it was an
Bunch of
African American that shot an African American.
Well, yeah. What the
You know,
hell?
I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Black Lives Matter. Hey, I don't care if you have your group. That's up to you. But if you're going to do something, start in your community. Stop the black on black killings.
Do something constructive.
It's
you know?
just amazing to me that you want to raise all these conscious ideas about treating us fairly when you can't even treat yourself fairly.
No, we're white. They don't want to treat us fairly.
I could care less. I could care less.
Now
If
they're
you-
carrying signs
you-
saying if you say all lives matter, we're going to get radical.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
so
all lives do
don't
matter, you dumbasses.
Yeah.
Come knock on my door and tell me different. I'm
Absolutely.
willing to step up.
Start
to
in
the
your
line over there.
community. Start in your community. Get the drugs out. Keep the daddies home. Yep. Keep the daddies home. Keep your family intact. And teach them how to love instead of hate.
Like animals, don't
Yeah.
act like one, and it won't happen. That's what we got to do. Us crackers.
I guarantee the Reverend Martin Luther King, if he were alive today,
Spinning like a top in
oh
his
my
grave. is what he
gosh,
did.
a man of peace, and here you guys are ruining everything that he did. I'm telling you, I have a tremendous respect for Dr. King.
So-called social injustice. Yes.
Let's take a look at some of the viewer comments that you sent in on some of our past shows.
Okay.
Marla Purdy commented on our NASCAR show, saying she cannot stand Bubba Wallace. Well, okay.
Little rich kid, you know, a silver spoon in his mouth.
Yeah.
Doug Cressett congratulated us on our 50th show and said, "Here's to 50 more."
Yep, and he went and he
Appreciate it,
subscribed
Yep.
to our channel, our YouTube channel. Doug, thank you very, very much.
And we talked about this yesterday at our new field office. He's been with us for the long haul.
Yeah, he's been sending in a lot of comments. As a matter of fact, he sent me a comment that said he thought that he was one of our original subscribers.
Yeah.
But every time he goes on, pardon me, to the YouTube channel, it asks him if he wants to subscribe. So I guess he just didn't hit the right button. But he said now, Doug, I've got the proof right here.
Well,
we were notified that you did subscribe.
God, so don't think we're not listening and watching, Doug.
Yeah.
We know what's going on.
Doug is an old friend of mine from way back when we were in the Texas JCs together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't even born then, I bet. Probably Doug wasn't either, but I bet you were hanging around doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
On the NASCAR show, Pat Thompson said they did go overboard. They caved like all the other spineless people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raymond Salvi of Louisiana said if he could go to any place in the world, it would be Germany. They like to drink beer all day. I like to drink beer all day. And it seems like a match made in heaven.
Well, Raymond, I got a flash for you. I did that just yesterday, and I didn't even leave the city limits. So I need to come hang out with Grandpa and Pappy. We'll show you where the beer is, brother.
Ooh, Lord.
But thanks for sending that in. And Germany's beautiful. It is.
Yeah.
They got good beer over there.
Yep.
Walt Berryman sent us a congratulations on having 50 programs. Thank you, Walt. He said it's great that the people have an outlet to speak their minds and are not afraid to do so. And that's we can concur, can't we?
Yes, we can.
I hope you guys have tremendous success in the future, and I hope your listeners will invite all their friends to subscribe to your channel.
Walt, thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's very kind of you to say.
We couldn't have said it better ourselves.
And we hope the same thing for us, too.
Thank you, Walt. Just keep those comments coming, brother.
We love having you aboard, brother.
Nancy Alvarez said she enjoyed our show on July 4th traditions. Yeah. She says, I have started our own family tradition and hope that it carries over even when her kids are grown. So that's just
kind of, Hank, why do you drink?
Yeah.
Why do you roll smoke?
Thank you, Hank. And we encourage your comments on all of our subjects. If you'll check our Facebook page, you'll see what our questions
Where can they send those comments?
Well, first of all, they can send it to our email address, which is www.
No.
I mean, not www.
Special
Grandpa
case shaking her head already. So.
Grandpa and Pappy at gmail.com.
Or you can send it right to our little website.
It was a long weekend.
Long
day, yes.
That's not the weekend anymore. You can send it directly to the website page at grandpaandpappy.com. It'll take you straight to YouTube where you can hit a fold down button and see all of our past and present shows.
Right there.
And you can push, what color is that big red button right there?
I believe it's red.
And subscribe. Please subscribe. I mean, if you're going to go to the trouble to go check us out, subscribe. Make up a little password. If you have trouble, we'll hook you up a special case. She's got a
technical mind.
She's got a whole lot of passwords for you.
Coming up on Wednesday, we have a program that you should be interested in. Will you be motivated enough to vote this year, and why? We're starting to get comments in, but we could always use a lot more. So don't be afraid to go on our email site.
Do you know how serious this is to me? I registered to vote for the first time since Richard Nixon. I don't want to hear no bullshit from anybody.
I am not a crook.
Well, I'm a black aviator, okay? But I mean, and that told me right then and there, I have no business voting for anybody, okay?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I registered for the first time to vote this year. And,
good for you.
And by God, I'm going to do it the right way.
There you go. There you go. It's been a lot of fun today, everybody.
I'm not going to say I'm going to vote Trump 2020 because Helen will get mad, but so figure it out for yourself.
I showed you the new floor mat, doormat my son got, didn't he? I love it.
I need to order one.
Christopher. You're a chip off the old block.
Yeah, just like his papa before. I have a feeling if I bought that and stuck it outside our door in the trailer hood, it'd probably come up MIA real quick.
Yeah.
But I have two doors. I have two back doors, so I'll get her a libtard mat and put it in the back, and I'll put the one that makes sense in the front.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Just kidding, darling.
It has been fun today. We thank you for joining us on this Monday.
And we appreciate you guys. Y'all's
Absolutely.
comments and everything. It just, y'all rock, man. That's
really
all I
do.
can say. I know you're tired, probably tired of hearing me say that, but you do. You all rock. Y'all step up.
They do.
Greatest listeners in the podcast world.
They are. I agree.
And we
with you.
love you, yeah.
We hope you'll join us on Wednesday. And until then, we say it every week. We'll say it again. Hug your children. Let them know you love them.
Let them know we love them.
Absolutely. Huh?
What's Wednesday's show?
Wednesday's show is will you be motivated enough to vote, and why?
Were you not paying attention, Special?
I think she had her.
We love you anyway.
I think she had her.
She's having a bad day.
earplugs
I think she
turned
got.
down. Yeah. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
We'll
we
see
love
you
you
back
guys.
on Wednesday. Until then, bye-bye.
Take care of one another.